Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're diving deep into something I know we all care about.
Oh, yeah.
Keeping that smartphone screen in tip-top shape.
Absolutely vital.
I mean, it is the window to our digital lives, right?
It is, yeah. And it's so easy to kind of take it for granted until,
Oh, yeah.
Until
that dreaded crack appears.
Yeah.
So to help us understand all this, we've got two really interesting sources.
Okay.
First, we've got this video that takes us behind the scenes
at
a real phone repair shop.
Cool.
In Sydney, Australia.
Wow.
And then we've got this handy FAQ that answers all the common questions about screen repair and replacement.
Excellent.
So the video focuses on a Samsung S22 Ultra.
Okay.
Which might seem like an older model, but as we'll see, these phones can still have plenty of life left in them.
Okay. I'm interested to see how they do this.
Right. So let's just jump right into that repair shop.
Okay.
The first thing that struck me is just how intricate this process is.
Yep.
We meet this technician, David, who specializes in Samsung devices.
Just a real pro.
You can tell he really knows his stuff. He's worked on everything from flagships to entry-level models.
Oh, wow.
So they start by carefully removing the glass back of the phone.
Okay.
And they use this specialized tool, like a plastic shim,
Oh, interesting.
and a little alcohol to make sure they don't damage anything.
I see.
And then it's on to the delicate task
Yeah.
of removing all the internal components.
Okay.
Like the wireless charging module, the daughter board, even that tiny little front camera.
Wow. It's amazing how much they pack into these devices.
I know, it's you
Yeah.
wouldn't even believe it.
It's like a little city in there.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
And this is where the video really emphasizes the importance of expertise, because while there are DIY guides out there,
Right.
attempting this kind of repair on your own,
Yeah.
especially on a high-end phone like this,
Especially on a high-end phone.
it comes with a lot of risk.
Oh, for sure.
One slip, and you could end up with a very expensive paperweight.
Yeah, you'd be kicking yourself.
It makes you really appreciate the skill of these technicians.
Totally, like the surgeons of the smartphone world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, this ties into a point that's made in the FAQ,
Okay.
which is that while buying a new phone might seem like the easier option,
Right.
repair can actually save you a significant amount of money.
Oh, yeah. Especially when you're dealing with a device like the S22 Ultra,
It still holds a lot of value.
Exactly.
So if you're listening to this right now,
Yeah.
and you're staring at a cracked screen and thinking, well, time for a new phone, I urge you to just hold that thought,
Yeah, good advice.
because we're going to explore why keeping your current phone going
Yeah.
might be the smarter, more sustainable, and
Yes. Yes.
the more cost-effective choice in the long run.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm all ears.
It's funny, isn't it? We always seem to just assume
Yeah.
that a cracked screen is
Like game over.
yeah, game over for the phone.
Chuck it in the bin, right?
It's like we've been programmed to think that they're just disposable.
Totally. And it's a shame because as we saw in that video,
Yeah.
there's a lot of life left in those phones if we just,
If we give them a little TLC.
a little love.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the FAQ actually addresses this head on.
Okay.
They literally ask the question,
Yeah.
why bother fixing it when you could just get a new one?
Right. Right.
And their answer is actually really compelling.
I'm curious.
So first of all, they hit on those financial benefits.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Which are huge. Repairing a screen is almost always cheaper
Way cheaper.
than buying a brand new phone.
Oh, yeah. Especially with how much those prices have been going up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially for those higher end models.
Yeah. You're looking at a big chunk of change
Huge.
to replace that.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's the whole environmental impact.
Right.
We all know e-waste is a massive problem.
It's huge. Yeah.
And just extending the life of our devices, even by a year or two,
Yeah.
can make a difference.
Absolutely. Every little bit helps, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
And what I thought was really interesting is that the FAQ even points out that if your phone is totally damaged
Okay.
beyond repair,
Really kaput.
yeah, a skilled technician can often still recover your data.
Oh, wow. That's good to know.
So even if you do ultimately decide to upgrade,
yeah.
at least you're not losing all those precious photos and contacts.
Oh, those memories.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which kind of brings us to the big question.
The elephant in the room.
Do we really need a new phone every single year?
Right.
Think about it.
I mean, it's tempting.
It's so tempting.
Shiny new features.
But the video subtly challenges this idea
Okay.
by showcasing that S22 Ultra, which remember is an older model.
Right.
And they emphasize that it still has amazing battery life.
Oh, wow. That's impressive.
So it makes you wonder if this constant push for the newest and greatest is more about marketing than like actual necessity.
Yeah, keep us on that treadmill.
Totally.
Always wanting more.
It's like, remember back in the day
Yeah.
when phones used to last for like years?
Oh, yeah. I remember my old Nokia.
I know.
That thing was indestructible.
It's like we've lost that.
Yeah, we have.
I feel like there was a certain satisfaction in keeping a device running smoothly for as long as possible.
Totally. It was like an
I
accomplishment.
mean, it probably felt good for the wallet too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Speaking of which, let's talk about like
Yeah.
the accessibility of these repair services.
Okay.
Because the Sydney CBD Repair Centre, where the video was filmed, they actually offer a mail-in option.
Oh, wow.
So you don't even have to be in Australia
That's amazing.
to take advantage of their expertise.
So it doesn't matter where you are?
You can be anywhere in the world
That's great.
and they'll fix your phone.
That opens up a lot of options for people.
I know, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And on top of that, they even offer a warranty on their screen replacements.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you have that peace of mind.
Yeah, you know, you're
Maybe.
protected.
Yeah, that's great.
So it really does feel like it's shifting the whole narrative around phone ownership,
It does.
doesn't it? It's less about disposable gadgets and more about taking care of what we have,
Yeah. Being more mindful.
right? And valuing that craftsmanship,
Yeah, appreciating the skill that goes into these things.
right? And ultimately making choices that are better for our wallets and for the planet.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a win-win.
Okay, so we've covered the how and the why of phone repair. But before we wrap up, I want to touch on something that often gets overlooked,
Okay.
the emotional aspect.
Oh, that's interesting. Tell me more.
Because think about it, our phones hold so much of our lives, right?
Yeah, they do.
Our memories, our connections, our daily routines.
It's all in there.
It's almost like they become extensions of ourselves.
Right, and you get so used to having it.
Yeah, it's like a little part of you.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. And so when our phones break,
Yeah.
it can feel like more than just like a technical inconvenience.
Right, it feels personal.
It can feel like a personal loss.
Almost like losing a friend.
I know.
Yeah.
And that's why I think choosing to repair a phone instead of automatically replacing it can be such a powerful act.
Like you're making a statement.
It's like saying, this device is important to me.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to let go of it just yet.
Yeah, there's more life here.
Exactly.
I love that.
And it's about recognizing that sometimes the best things in life are worth fixing, not discarding.
Well said.
Okay, so as we wrap up our deep dive into the world of smartphone screens and repairs, I think it's time to bring it all back to you, the listener.
Absolutely. What have we learned today that might change how you think about your own phone?
Yeah, like maybe it's time to challenge that urge we all have
Yeah,
to automatically upgrade the second we see a crack.
I know, it's so tempting.
But think back to David, that expert technician we met in that video. He represents like a whole community
Yeah.
of skilled professionals who are dedicated to keeping our devices alive and well.
Yep, giving them a second chance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And remember, those financial savings
Oh, yeah.
you can achieve by choosing repair over replacement.
Especially as those phone prices keep climbing higher and higher.
Seriously,
It's crazy.
it's getting out of control.
And of course, we can't forget the positive impact on the environment.
Right.
By extending the lifespan of our devices and reducing all that e-waste.
It all adds up.
For sure. So it's about making those conscious choices right. Embracing repair as a viable and often preferable option.
I like that.
And even pushing back against that relentless upgrade cycle that we've all become so accustomed to.
Yeah, we got to break free.
So the next time your phone takes a tumble,
Yeah,
don't despair.
take a breath.
Remember what we've talked about today.
There are options.
Assess the situation and consider giving your trusty phone a second chance.
You might be surprised.
You really might. At how much life is left in it.
Absolutely. And who knows?
Yeah.
You might even discover a newfound appreciation for the craftsmanship
Yeah.
and the skilled hands that keep our digital world running.
It's pretty amazing when you think about it.
It really is.
Yeah.
So until next time, stay curious, keep those screens shining,
Yeah.
and remember, a cracked screen doesn't have to be the end of the story.
Nope.
It could be the beginning of a whole new chapter.
I love that.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Yeah, this was great.
We'll catch you next time.
If you want your smartphone fixed for a very reasonable price, you may contact Sydney CBD Repair Centre. We also provide mail-in repair services for customers outside of Australia or Sydney. Just message us so we can arrange the shipping of your device.